Good evening. This is the video newsletter for buyitsellshort.net for Tuesday, October 5th. Another fantastic session for the newsletter. Just a great week. Market was red yesterday. You never would have known. We were just kicking ass with our plays, just on fire. As I mentioned early yesterday, we were to ignore what the overall indices doing because the action we were seeing in stocks did not indicate any sort of top. And look what we had today. Dow up 200 plus points, much to the annoyance of the bears who, have been preaching doom and gloom for the last couple of weeks. The end of the world, every Elliott Wave clown and their brother saying the top was in a couple of weeks ago shook a bunch of people out, not us. And those people are sitting on the sidelines now just going, this rally's crap, the economy sucks, blah, blah, blah. And we are now just a hair's breadth away from 11K. Looking at the 15-minute chart, you can see here yesterday, this is where a lot of traders, sold their positions, started going short for the inevitable drop. But, it was more of a BS drop yesterday. There was some tremendous strength in a lot of stocks yesterday, and those shorts just got bent over the barrel today, as they have been over the last 6 weeks. Just a great market. We are starting to see this rally spread out to all sorts of sectors. It's starting to flow downhill to the small cap stocks, and we are seeing chart breakouts like crazy. Economic data, is coming in better than expected. We're not blowing the door off on the economic reports. The end of the world is not here. The economic reports are okay, but the doom and gloom has already been priced in. So, when we get slightly positive economic reports and everyone lopsided onto the short side of the trade, the market goes up, and we've got the Fed running the printing presses overtime, and that is bullish for the market. We had a lot of currency intervention last night overseas, which dropped the dollar, and for now, a dropping dollar is good for the market, and that was just more powder for the fire today to get the stocks romping higher. Looking at the daily chart, as I mentioned in the video on Sunday, one or two things was going to happen. We were going to see a retrace, and the only reason we would get worried is if we lost that 20-day exponential. We did not touch that yesterday, which is why we were not concerned. A lot of silly shorts got stuck on that. We've got this golden cross on the daily chart as well, and as I mentioned on Sunday, this is a pretty rare occurrence. Only happens maybe once or twice a year, if that, and it's typically pretty bullish for us. Volume is starting to pick up again. Nice little breakout. If we go out to a further or a wider view on the Dow, you can see since we broke that downtrend line, we're looking really, really good. And it's hard to imagine us being this close to 11K and not at least peeking our heads above it in the near term. SMH looks like it wants to touch its trading range up at 29. And remember, the SMH really has not started to break out. Granted, it's up really big from the bottom, that we jumped into a month ago down in the 24s. It's up $4+ since then, but we still haven't broken out on the SMH. But let's jump into some stock plays because that's what we're here for, to make money on stocks. OPWV. We've played this one a couple of times. We've been really, really patient on it over the last month. Fantastic bottoming action on this one. And today looked like it was the day for this one to break out. So we've sent the trading alert to buy this one on a break of 172 or the 50-day moving average of 173. And it went boom, 185, high of the day. This one has been sleeping for quite a while. Nice breakout here. If it follows all our other breakout plays over the next few days, we could easily see this one make a run on the 200-day moving average. That's all the way up there in the twos. RSI looking good. Volume looks great. ADX looks great. On balance, volume looks great. And we got the one thing that's been missing on OPWV over the last month. We got volume. Stops on this one right now. If you've got a little bit of risk tolerance, I would actually give this one some rope to a $165. Otherwise, your stops would be 168, the 20-day exponential. CRIS. This is a play we jumped into last week. Small, with eyes on grabbing a break of the 140 resistance level. That actually happened today, and we actually got a push through the 50-day moving average. This is a chart that really has no resistance now till the 160 area. If you jumped in this one, stops 20-day exponential 135. We should see 150 to 160 over the next couple of days here. RSI looks really, really good here. All the indicators look really good, and we could have a very nice move on this one, especially the way breakout stocks have been working over the last couple of weeks. And this one is definitely in breakout mode. NEI, this is the new symbol for network engines, NENG. Cup and handle formation in here. Again, I've been pounding the table on this one. This is definitely a chart that is going to retrace this summer sell-off. It's just a matter of how long it takes. If you're looking to buy a breakout on this stock, 160 is my trigger where I would look to add more. And then once it gets above that 50-day moving average, there's really no resistance till we get to that 180, 190 plus area. Love the setup on this one. If it dips $1.50 under, definitely one to accumulate with stops at $1.40. RSI is about to break the 50 mark, which it's been unable to do. We had a positive MACD cross on it today. We've got stochastics breaking up through 50, and I really like the setup on this one. And I think, especially if this market continues to run, these are the kind of stocks, this and OPWV, these are the kind of tech stocks that traders are going to be falling all over themselves trying to buy. ARNA, little disappointing today. We're still have been unable to get that 2 positive day move in a row, but we've got RSI about to break up through 30. We will get a positive MACD cross tomorrow. We've got stochastics ready to go up through 20, and we've got unbalanced volume starting to curl up. All the chart indicators say this one is going to go very, very big, and we also have, this is, week 4 since the FDA tank, so this one is one I would look to add on a break of 180. The next break of 180, and we see $2 on this one easy. OPXT, another tech stock, started its breakout move today. We're looking for a move to the 200-day moving average, 192 on this one. Chart looks great. As I mentioned, this is the month for it. Cisco's high-speed router hits the market, and these guys are a big play on that. EPCT, this is one of our biotech stocks. Bios really have been in favor, but I think we're going to start seeing biotech stocks start to move tomorrow. It's been a couple of days, and when you see the kind of fervor you see in the markets like right now, doesn't take long before the biotech stocks start to move. These guys are presenting after hours. They're presenting new data on their drug, as I mentioned in the alert. So I would expect the fact that we have not gotten a press release in after hours, they said they're going to release new data, so I would be very surprised if we don't see a press release here tomorrow. And this one could be a nice gapper play for us going into tomorrow's session. END, oil play, we jumped into today. Did send out an alert afterwards saying, move stops to 129 on this one. That last hour when we started seeing stock spike, it actually spiked to a new high. But move your stops up, break even, worst case. Ignore this candle here yesterday because it was one of those robot opens that never actually, it's BS on the chart, which is why I totally ignored it. So this is an oil play that's in breakout mode and could see a move to 145, 146. Would not play it large and move stops to $1.29 as I mentioned. Quick mention on MCZ, it's sort of coiling here. We've got Call of Duty game coming out soon. Not a whole lot of volume. I would expect that to change really, really soon. We just have a lot of stocks breaking out. Traders will start to rotate back into this one. So, we're going to sit patiently on it and wait for it to move. HILL, this is one I've been pounding the table on for the last week. I said it was going to go back to 171. Boom. Did that yesterday. Up what? 30 cents on the session, 20%. Gave it back a little bit today, but not unexpected given the action we've seen. A green close on this one tomorrow, and we're going to see two. So that would be our trigger. If we're looking at a green close on this one tomorrow, I would look to add to positions on this one for a move to a $2 this week. So that's it for the video tonight. Again, going into tomorrow, love the setup on OPWV, CRIS, and NEI. I know I'm forgetting a couple of plays, but we can jump into them again. If not, shoot me an email, ask me questions, or hop into the chat room and just shoot me an instant message. So that's it for the video. I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night. Oh, and we've got some unemployment data in the morning, so any sort of positive slant from that, and we'll see 11K tomorrow. So let's see what that report is in the morning. I'll see you guys in the chat room. Good night.